Hey everyone, Dean Willett with Dean Sells AZ. There was a new short sale program announced by the administration yesterday that you may have heard of, and it's one of those things that sounded so great when it was first announced. All the real estate agents, including myself, got really excited about it. It was going to streamline the short sale process and make it a lot easier for short sales to get done in a timely manner. Well, even though I was excited about it, I was somewhat a little skeptical. I'm one of those people, if it sounds too good to be true, well, maybe it is. So I decided to read the report, and it's a 43-page report. And all the information in there, I'm not going to be able to get to in this short video. This video is already going to be longer than normal, but I'm going to have to do a series of videos on this. But my excitement is completely gone. This is another one of the programs, kind of like the 22% down, making homes affordable program that was announced earlier this year. That was a complete flop. This one I don't think is going to have much legs either. And let's get into why that is. Okay, first thing is the new guidelines are just that. They're guidelines. There's nothing in them that forces lenders to do anything. They're just really recommendations from the government on how they should handle short sales. One of the guidelines is that banks are now allowed to do pre-approved short sales. Well, there's nothing stopping banks from doing pre-approved short sales right now, except for two things. Number one, they're greatly undermanned. They just don't have the manpower to pre-approve a lot of these short sales. And number two, if the bank says that they're going to take $340,000 from a house, then that's what's going to happen is the agent is going to put that on the market. We have a pre-approved short sale for $340,000. But if the agent were to put that on the market, it may have a real market value of about $380,000. So why would the bank pre-approve a short sale at a number and possibly leave a lot of money on the table? Another recommendation that realtors are really excited about is the document says that the banks cannot negotiate commissions with the agents as a condition of approval. Now, that's good and bad. First of all, it's good because the bank should not be negotiating commissions. That is between the homeowner and the real estate agent, and I think it's completely illegal for them to get involved in the process of negotiating commissions unless the seller has already given the agent approval to negotiate the commission. And second of all, that leaves the possibility of out-of-control realtors just ramping up commissions to a ridiculous amount and pocketing the money because they know that the banks cannot negotiate the commission. So there has to be some sort of reasonable middle ground between the two. Another thing is the government is giving lenders until April of 2010 to make these changes. There's nothing earth-shattering in these changes that couldn't be implemented pretty much overnight, or at least within a month or so. So you have to wonder, why are they really giving them until April of next year to make these changes? Now, if the bank decides to go ahead with this program, either the deed in lieu of foreclosure or the short sale, they forfeit their right to go after any deficiencies. Between what the bank gets from selling the house and what is owed is a deficiency. And in Arizona is an anti-deficiency state. But even here, banks are trying, when they give approval for short sales, to reserve the right to go after the homeowners for any deficiencies. And they're going to have to completely waive that right, which could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars, or at least tens of thousands of dollars in most cases. This is just a start. I'm going to be going through this 43-page report more in the coming days and bringing you more, but honestly, there's not more light to shed on this subject. There's not more for a positive. What's the most positive thing about this for the banks? Well, they're going to get money from the government for each transaction that they complete. How much more money? Well, $1,000 per transaction. And when you consider the amount of people it's going to require to get this many more transactions done, or when you consider how much money they're losing per transaction already, $20, $50, $100, $200,000 per transaction, $1,000 is nothing to them. That's like, me or you finding a quarter on the ground. It's not going to change our lives one bit. So You know, I'm very skeptical, unfortunately, after reading more of this report, because I was very optimistic when I first heard about it. You know, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. You know, you can leave a comment below or email me, dean@deansellsaz.com, and we'll be talking more about this in the coming days. Have a great day.